Together for what? She will be the only female to perform.
Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I'll be reviewing the movie She Must Be Obeyed, which is currently on Prime Video. So this movie takes us on a journey into the lives of three successful female music stars. We have we have Tito, and we have X-cite. So it focuses on the story of who is someone that wants to be at the top of her game. She's someone that wants to be relevant. She's someone that wants to be known and spoken about. She doesn't care who she hurts or who she tramples, in doing that. And in the process of doing all of that, a group gathers and forms to expose true nature, her secrets, and this now leads to revenge and the deception that goes on in the music industry. So that's that about, the movie in a nutshell. So yeah, so this movie was directed by Funke Akindele and JJC Skillz, and it was also produced by Funke Akindele. So this is a mini series with 5 episodes in it. So yeah, it's a very entertaining, very engaging, it's a very engaging storyline, and I'm sure you will definitely enjoy, watching this mini series. And it's not the usual, comedy movies that were used to from Funke Akindele. So yeah. So now talk about the cast and the performances in this movie. So for one, we have Funke Akindele. She played Siyanbola Adewale, who was she in this movie. So she is a big music star. The show opens up with her performing at an award show and all of that. So you can see that she's really loved. She has fans. She's a really really good musician and all of that. But she has a narcissist behavior. She's a very very big bully, and she is dealing with a lot of insecurities, and she's just going through a lot. And when you watch the movie, you will sort of understand why she's the way she is, or why she does what she does. But yeah, she was the focal point of this whole movie. So it was just taking us through how she was ready and she was willing and able to do anything to make sure that she was trendy. She was most talked about, she was liked, she was everywhere. As far as opening all sorts of troll accounts and all these things, but yeah, she's just very very selfish, and she's all about herself, herself, herself. She would lie and deceive people, and put on this fake persona of this person she is online, on social media. But in real life, she's not actually as sweet and as jovial. So it's like there's a max on when she's in front of her fans and everybody else. Behind closed doors, you get to see the kind of person she is, her character, and all of that. So yeah, Funke Akindele really, really acted exceptionally well. You will get to see her in a different light. You'll get to see that she can actually take on any role. She can deliver on any project she sets her mind to. And yeah, you would have a love and hate relationship with her, because at some point you're understanding, you get why she's the way she is. You would sympathize with her. On the other end, you're like, but it has not gotten to this point where you're doing this and you're inflicting so much pain and what on people. Next up, I'll be talking about Victoria, who was played by Nancy Isime. So Nancy Isime now happens to be, the personal assistant to she's the newly appointed staff. So she was so excited. She was all over the moon that she gets to work with this big superstar. Like she was so confused what to wear, this, that. But just for her to realize that, oh, this person is not who I actually thought she is. And yeah, so it just brought down her expectations, because she was also trying to get into the entertainment space, and working for somebody as huge as she was. She really really lowered her expectations. And yeah, so it was also nice seeing Nancy take up this role as well. She was funny, she was witty, she was smart, and you get to enjoy her character in the movie as well. Then another person I really, really, really enjoyed watching was V. V played Tito. So Tito was also like one of the superstars in this movie. So she was a talented musician. We all know she can sing. So yeah, so she showcased her music talents to us. And yeah, so it was really, really nice seeing. I really enjoyed watching, V play in this movie as well. So yeah, so she was very genuine, she was very sweet, like she was a very warm person. You get to see like how it is for females in the music industry and how their trust get to be broken, how they have to be so guarded and be careful as to who they let into their space and all of that. So it's just the different dynamic that happens behind the scenes that we don't get to see. We have another character was X-cite. So she was the third female superstar in this movie, who was played by Waje. So we know Waje is a big superstar, like, so seeing her in the movie showcase her singing skills and acting skills was also really, really cool to see. And she and X-cite had this rivalry going on. X-cite was somebody that knew the kind of person she was. She knew that this girl is fake, this girl is just putting up an act and all of that. So they didn't gel well together. And cause X-cite could call her out on her bullshit, you get. So she also didn't like that. So they had this thief, you get, back and forth a couple of times in the movie. Yeah, and she also had a friendship, a bond, sisterhood thing going on with Tito. So that was also really nice to see. Yeah, and it was nice to see Waje take up another acting gig. Yeah, so she really, really acted her part really well. You get to see Shaffy Bello. So she played Siyanbola. So that was she's mom. So although we didn't get to see a lot of her, I think we just got clips where they had a phone call and the back in time clip where she was remembering her childhood and all of that. So yeah, so she also acted very, very, very well. And it was it was weird seeing her in this poor. She was not her usual classy self, but it was nice to see her take on that role. It was cool to see other faces you get to see also in the movie. You get to see Akah Nnani, who was Sisqo. So Sisqo was she's manager. Sisqo was a character. Like, Akah really acted. He embodied this character so well. Whenever you see him on screen, just get ready to laugh because he was a very, very silly person in this movie. And he also had his own family thing, going on, like his own family dynamic. But when he was working with she, and he would just, he was a character. It was fun to watch him, play that role as well. Then you get to see Lateef Adedimeji. Lateef played Bayo. So Bayo was she's driver and he was also her brother. So his own thing was she promised to sponsor him to go out of the country and he would have to work for her and what. But all in all, he was working for her, yet there was nothing coming, there was no show. So it was like she was just using him. But yeah, but Lateef Adedimeji acted Bayo very, very well with his whole back and forth with him and Sisqo, which was another dynamic entirely. And yeah, with the whole, he had a chemistry with Victoria as well, so that was also cool to see. And him and his mom, I've forgotten her name, her character. I'll put her picture up here. I also loved watching his interactions or his conversations when he had screen time with his mom as well, which is also she's also another wonderful, brilliant actor. People you get to see in the movie, you get to see Rachael Okonkwo, who played Adaeze. So Adaeze was this girl. She comes from a poor home, like her father is late. She has a younger brother. She has an elder brother, but yeah, so she's trying to provide for her family and to help send her younger brother to school, which was the promise she made to her dad and all of that. So she was just somebody that was just there trying to help her family. Then we have Pedro. Pedro was played by Ogbonna. Pedro was a very, very annoying character. He was somebody that worked for she. He was one of her thugs or her boys, you get. So he was going to do her dirty work for her, whatever she needed done. He was the guy to call. So yeah, so he acted his role well. Then we have Blossom, who was a PR manager for she. He worked alongside Adunni Ade, who was also the PR officer. And yeah, so they acted well. Like, we know they can act. They're also wonderful actors. So it was also nice to see them on screen. Other faces you get to see Patience Ozoko, Mama G on screen. She played Mama Cruz. She was a character. She was this drunk woman in this movie. She was just doing the most. She was just a crazy somebody. Like, she was the mother of Adaeze, her husband was late. So she was just drinking and just gambling and just betting and just being reckless. And it was just fun watching her. Like, it was so much fun watching her on screen alongside Chiwetalu Agu, who was Uncle Mba. He was the brother to her late husband. So it was also nice seeing the two of them together on screen alongside Mike Ezoronye, who was her son. So his own character was a very, very silly guy. So he had this turkey grill business going on, but he was very, very unserious with it because he was just giving everything to his girlfriend. So he wasn't making sales. The family was just jaga jaga. You get, like, it was just a very crazy dynamic, and the only sane person amongst them was Adaeze. Yes, we have Ime Bishop Umo, who was Etim. He played She's Cook. We know he's a funny guy, so he acted the cook, the silly, funny cook character very, very well. We also get to see Ali Nuhu, who was X-cite manager. They also she's maid. I've forgotten her name, but that woman from the starting of the movie, like, she was just giving us content. Like, she was just a character. Like, I don't think I've watched any movie with her, but I think she mainly acts Yoruba movies. But it was really, really nice. Like, I really enjoyed that woman, like her scenes. Like, she was insane. Like, there was one particular scene where she was to go and record she when she was asleep. And she imagines when you're going to record and you didn't press the record button because Bayo told her to just hold the phone like this and just to record. And I'm like, but babe, like, no, that woman was a character. You would enjoy, you would love watching her. So, like, there were so many other faces you would see in this movie that would make you happy. So all in all, like, the performances in this movie were really, 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 really good. Like, I enjoyed every single one of them. So yes, that's that about performances and the cast. So all in all, I think this movie just highlights the competition in the music industry, like things that happens behind the scenes that we don't get to see, like the whole social media bullying, the trolling, like how it actually affects these people. There's so much that happens in this music world that we, the audience, or we, the listeners, or the fans, don't know about and not get to see. Also centers on the competition in the music industry, Afrobeats, drama, there's fashion, there's music. Like, the music in this movie was really, really, really good. I think another thing the movie was also trying to highlight was that how some of these, like, young upcoming talents, like, they're just going to the music industry, want to be seen, they want to showcase their talent. They tend to act recklessly, they just start sign contracts without actually studying it, or without meeting somebody that is knowledgeable enough to explain or read the contracts. Like, like, they're just hungry, so they just make rash decisions, like signing bad contracts, and how things like this will affect them later on. It also showed us the flip side of how being in the limelight usually, like, affects these superstars, these famous people. Like, they're actually human beings at the end of the day, so they deal with a lot of things, they deal with a lot of trolling, they deal with a lot of hate. Because it's really, really sad that like, there'll be people behind their phones that are ready to type so much hate, so much negativity, project their insecurities, project their bitterness and their low self-esteem onto others. Like, it just made us see all this in a different light. Like, how someone in limelight has to be patient, how to learn how to control their emotions, not to always reply. Because Waje was the one that, so whenever anything, there was any trolling, there was any hate online, she was one that was always ready to, type back. She didn't care. She was always ready to clear her name and all of that. So her manager was always telling her that she should not respond. She should not give them hold over her. Like she should not mess with her brand because of the hate, because of the trolling and all of that. So at the end of the day, these people, these musicians, these celebrities, they are all people, like human beings at the day. So they feel pain, they feel hurt, they also cry. You get, they are not robots. So it just like it will make you deep that. And with the whole thing that happened with Tito, you get like she was a sweet girl just pushing her music and doing her thing, and cause of hate, somebody like how they are so guarded. Like imagine meeting somebody and thinking, okay, this person genuinely likes you and wants to be with you, and then what he now does to her later on with the whole sex tape scandal. So it was really really insightful. Like it gives you a flip side on what actually goes on behind the fame and the glamour and the money and the trips and the cars and all of that. You just have to remember at the end of the day that we are all human beings, whether you're a celebrity or not. You just have to remember that you should treat people as people. You should show people love. You should give people a chance to be themselves. Like there was so much more that happened in this movie, Sha. Like I don't want to give a breakdown of the movie because I would like you to watch the movie and enjoy the movie. Yeah, the movie is She Must Be Obeyed. She Must Be Obeyed. So she is the superstar musician who wants things to align for her, who wants things to work out for her. She just wants to be the only star that is shining. As you watch the movie, you would see why she is such a mean, bitter, cold person. And you would also get to see how it doesn't pay to be evil. You get like at the end of the day, be good, spread love, not hate. And yeah, so like the makeup, costume, setting, like everything in this movie, cinematography, the plot, the storyline was really, 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 really amazing. I rate the movie a 5/5 because I really enjoyed the movie. And I think it just gives me a different insight into what goes on in the music industry, like in the space of like entertainment, the glamour, the glitz. Like it just makes you understand them even more. It's a really insightful movie. Like it will teach you a thing or two about human sympathy. And also like there's actually competition. There's serious competition in this music industry. Like it's cutthroat business. So Funke Akindele really, really did her thing in this movie. Really delivered, and she deserves all her flowers. So yeah, check out She Must Be Obeyed on Prime Videos. If you watched it, please leave your thoughts down in the comment section. And yeah, my favorite character would definitely have to be Tito. I loved watching Tito. I enjoyed, I was, no, like I really, really enjoyed watching Tito. Then second would be She. She was a very, very expressive character, would have you hooked. As well as, seeing Mama G on screen, seeing Chiwetalu Agu, seeing Mike Ezuri, like all these faces that we're so used to seeing back on screen and them delivering on their roles perfectly well. The miniseries is really, really good. Just 5 episodes. You will definitely want to check this one out. So yeah, leave your thoughts in the comment sections. If you have any recommendations of movies I should watch. So if you're new to this channel, please hit the subscribe button, like, share, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.